Customer service is dying in this country.
Why is it? Why are my bananas in a bag full of cans and jars? And
Man, customer service in 2025 sucks.
They literally catch an attitude like it's your fault that you got the wrong order.
But that one got me mad already. I'm already getting steamed up and we just started. So a couple of weeks ago, my family went to this soup and salad sandwich franchise. I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about, but I'm not going to say the name for obvious reasons. There was nobody in the parking lot. We walk in, there's nobody inside except for the staff. The kiosk isn't working, so we're forced to go up to the front register to order. I walk up there, and there's a girl sweeping and looking at her phone. She doesn't look up at us. She doesn't say hello or literally anything. I walk up and I wait a little bit, and then after a minute, I'm like, "Excuse me, miss?" And she literally looks at me like this. "Yes." And I was like, "We want to order, please." And she's like, and she walks up to us. She takes our order. She doesn't say anything, just listens while we order. Then she walks away, doesn't ask if there's anything else she can help us with, nothing. Our food took a while to come out, and when it finally did, the soup was cold. Like, you can't make this up. It was one of the worst experiences I've had with customer service in a long time, and I want to hear from some other people that are struggling with customer service lately. Ever since 2020, I feel like customer service has not been the same. People are different, and it shows. So let's check it out. My name is Mrs. Lamb. This is Coffee with Mrs. Lamb. I have my coffee right here, and I hope you have yours. Come take a seat with me. Right over here. Right over here. Let's get started.
Customer service is dying in this country. It is dying. This is coming from a former, before I joined the military, I was a customer service rep through and through, and it is dying. My wife and I just went through an experience and I want to share with you all. So we end up going to Lowe's and we want to get paint. We're going to paint my office. And as soon as we get to the paint desk, I notice the guy up front, he's working with somebody. So as he's talking to her, my wife and I would just go look at other swatches. You know, maybe we might change our mind on paint, which one we want last second. So as he's done speaking with the lady, she goes and looks at the paint swatches and he kind of steps back behind the counter. So my wife and I, we step up at the counter. Zero acknowledgement, right? So I stand there a couple minutes. He doesn't say anything. He can see us standing at the counter. And granted, there's a button, ask for help, that I can push. Didn't do it. I just stood there. After a couple minutes pass, I say, "Excuse me, sir, legitimately like this. I lied to you not, and I would tell you if it wasn't." I said, "Excuse me, sir." And he looks up at me. I was like, "We're looking to order some paint. Would you be able to help us with that?" He looks at me and goes, "What the heck does that mean? Where I come from, that ain't good, but what the heck does that mean?" Then he walks off. So I tell my wife, I was like, "Babe, what the heck?" I asked him for help and he just went and walked away. He didn't even say anything. My wife is like, "Oh, it's probably no big deal. It means he'll probably be with you in a minute or something." I'm just like, well, that's rude because he didn't say anything. Next thing I know, a couple minutes later, he comes back, super aggressive and abrasive, and he was like, "Hey, I got one question for you. Did you see me working?" Granted, the man was standing behind a counter, saw us standing there for minutes, never acknowledged us, and I said, "I don't know what you were doing, dude." And he goes, "Really? You didn't see me working?" I'm like, "What is this, Clue? I don't know what you were doing. We're standing here. You're not helping us or anything like that." I was like, "You know what? I don't even want to talk to you. Let me get your manager. I just want to get help." So he says, "That's my manager." Now, again, going back to the beginning of the story, I've been in customer service. I know managers. I know what managers look like. This gentleman was not a manager. It was his homeboy. So anyway, I'm like, "You know what? This is your manager." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "We're just going to leave." So we end up walking out and I'm utterly beside myself. Like, what else could I have done where I'm standing at the counter, you never acknowledge, I let minutes pass, and then I'm like, "Hey," I don't know. But customer service is dying in this country. Instead of just leaving a negative...
Oh. The rage I would have felt if somebody was that disrespectful to me for absolutely no reason. Not the lack of common decency. Like, I'm not even talking about customer service. That was just indecent. I mean, how would he like it if his mom or his brother or his sister was treated like that? Whew. But that one got me mad already. I'm already getting steamed up and we just started.
All right, y'all. I don't know where you're from, but I'm down here in Florida. Down here in Florida, we grocery shop at Publix. Publix is supposed to be where shopping is a pleasure. There are now a Publix store for every 2 to 3 mile radius. As a matter of fact, right here in the little hole that I live in, we have 5 within about 3 miles of us. And I have gone to all of them because, quite frankly, shopping has not become a pleasure at Publix any longer. I don't know what happened.
Okay, what is Publix? Hang on. Okay, it's like a co-op supermarket. Got it.
But all of a sudden you started putting in these self-checkouts. Self-checkouts are for down in the Walmart. You know, I don't pay Walmart prices to shop here at Publix. I certainly don't want to have to bag my groceries and check them out myself. And I know what you're thinking, lady. If you wanted the Walmart prices, go shop at the Walmart. But I don't want to shop at the Walmart. I go and work my 8 to 12 hour day. I want to stop at a grocery store that's organized, that has good produce, that has smiling little faces, that say hi and thank you. You know, I want a cashier and a bagger that aren't going to sit there and gossip about everybody else that works here. I want them to actually make small talk with me. I put my things on the conveyor belt and I make it dummy proof for you. I put all the breads.
You know what? Shopping used to, we used to go shopping for fun. You guys remember that? We used to be like, hey, do you want to like go to Target or, what do we have here? I'm located in New Mexico, so Sprouts, like we want to go to Sprouts and get something nice to eat or, we don't do that anymore. Nobody goes out shopping for fun. Unless you're like going to a boutique, and even then it can be a really unpleasant experience.
And the soft things together. I put all the boxes together, put all the jars together, put all the cans together. I put all the produce together. I make this as easy and seamless as possible. So why are my bananas in a bag full of cans and jars? And why are my dog bones in with my lettuce? I don't understand. And this isn't just at this one Publix today, y'all. I have gone to all these different Publixes hoping I could find one near me where people have some damn common sense. Now, I don't know if you're doing this on purpose because you want us to use the self-checkout, which I am not about to do, or if we just stop training these people. Now, Publix used to be the place where you wanted your kids to work because the customer service level here was superior. It was like working at Chick-fil-A. And if you left here at the Publix with that superior customer service training, you could go anywhere and get a job. I don't know what's happened. We are not training them. Publix, we have got to do better. All right, y'all. I don't know where you're from.
Yeah, it's really frustrating when you go somewhere where the prices are elevated and you still have to cashier or check out your own groceries. Number one, it's taking jobs away from people that need them. Number two, it's just kind of annoying. Unless you're like very introverted, and sometimes I am. Sometimes I just want to do the self-checkout because I'm like, if I have to talk to a person, it's gonna be the worst thing ever. But sometimes you just want to chill out and have somebody else scan it for you, and you don't have to be scared that you missed an item or anything like that. Just let the store handle it. And frustrating that you have to do everything yourself, especially in a place where the prices are higher. That's frustrating.
There's literally no such thing as customer service anymore. If you go out to a restaurant and you order something and they bring you the wrong plate of food back and you tell them, hey, this is not what I ordered, they literally catch an attitude like it's your fault that you got the wrong order. Same thing if you go through a drive-thru. You go to McDonald's and you ask for no pickles or ketchup or mustard and they hand...
Ma'am, first of all, you are so pretty. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. She's really pretty.
You a regular cheeseburger, and when you tell them, hey, I ordered no this, no that, whatever, they want to snatch it out of your hand and throw it back like you're the problem. If you call a doctor's office and you're asking for assistance on literally anything, they want to have an attitude with you like you're bugging them when it's literally their job to take calls from you for the doctor.
You know what's terrible? I was having some billing issues with my son's doctor, and I kept calling the billing service with my hospital, they kept hanging up on me. I'm like, do you guys not want my money? I'm just trying to figure out how this whole billing thing works. They hung up on me.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
If I walk into Target or Ross and I'm like, hey, where is such and such? They literally act like it's not their job to direct me to whatever it is that I'm looking for. If you call for service on something, we'll use Frigidaire as an example because that's who I'm currently dealing with.
You know what's really annoying is if you're anywhere where there's a lot of shoplifting, like my state, everything that's worth more than like $1 is locked up, especially the smaller items. So it doesn't matter what store you go to, Walgreens, Target, Walmart, it doesn't matter. You have to ask somebody to unlock like earrings or rings or batteries, toothbrushes, razors, like everything's locked up. Baby formula is annoying because I have to buy that and it takes forever for somebody to come down and unlock the baby formula. And I know that it's hard on them because they have a lot to do and it's kind of a pain to come and unlock that for you. But if everything in the store is locked, you cannot catch an attitude when you have to unlock it to let a customer buy the thing. We're in the store to buy the thing and the thing is locked up. I don't understand why every time I need to get something unlocked, the person getting it for me is like, okay, let me open that for you. I'll take it up to the front. I just like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm, choosing to shop here.
They've given us 3 faulty stoves in the last 8 weeks, and they want to have an attitude with me like I'm the problem. No, I'm the paying customer. Let's speed this up. Like, I understand that some customers can give that sort of reaction, but if I'm literally correcting something that you messed up, don't have an attitude with me. If you didn't want me to bring it to your attention, you should have just did it the right way. All that to say, if you don't like serving customers, then maybe you shouldn't be in customer service. It is quite literally your job to assist me in whatever it is that I need. Whether it's getting the right food, whether it's looking for a pack of tampons, whether it's contacting my doctor, that is your job. If you don't like that, go find something else to do. There's literally millions of jobs.
And it's hard, I've worked customer service, I've worked retail, I've worked childcare. I've done so many different things in my 30 long years. I have done food service, fast food for a little bit. I didn't like the fast food industry. That didn't last long, but I did do that in high school for a minute. Film production, I've done a whole lot of different jobs, and sometimes management makes the job so irritating. Management, they make everything harder to do, and it can be really, really hard to get up every day and go to work, but that's not the customer's fault. Okay, the customer's just living their life, trying to take care of their family, and they're probably just as tired and irritated as you are with their employer. Don't take it out on the customer, okay? Unless they're like super entitled and rude, and we have customers like that. See, that I understand. It's hard to be nice when somebody's rude and disrespectful to you. Totally different story. But when the customer is just a nice, normal human being that just needs some help, there is absolutely no reason to catch an attitude. I don't get it. What did this person do to you? Literally nothing except walk in the door.
You guys, customer service is so dead nowadays. Let me just tell you about my experience at the furniture store, okay? The salesperson who was selling my furniture, you did a great job. Like, he did a great job, okay? Then it comes down to the payment part. When it's time to pay, he told us to sit at this table and somebody will come speak to us in regards to continuing on with the payment process. Mind you, going through financing, filled out everything for financing on the computer, right? I'm unaware of me having to sign anything digitally, okay? I got it approved for the financing. Here I am sitting at this table waiting for somebody to speak to me. Me and my mom, we're sitting at the table for like 15 to 20 minutes. We see the customer service reps who handles, the payment portion, the financing part. And he told us that he said you were going to be talking with her, right? So mind you, we sitting there for 15-20 minutes, okay? She's looking at us, we looking at her, and maybe a little bit longer, okay? And no one's sitting there talking to us. So I'm getting a little irritated because I'm ready to go at this point. And my mom said it was longer, so I'm trying to give her grace. I'm ready to go at this point. So luckily, I received an email on my phone stating for me to review.
Ma'am, you are so pretty. Wow. So many beautiful faces today in these videos.
And sign documents. Mind you, I didn't know I was signing any contracts digitally on my phone. Okay? I didn't know how the process worked in general. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, they not even gonna explain the contract to me, nothing. Like who's to say I mind you, I signed up on the computer, right? So who's to say I didn't have my email signed up on my phone and I get alerts for it? I could have just been sitting there and nobody would have said anything about me having to sign anything online. Okay. So I walk up to the girl and I'm just like, well, I just got this email saying that I need to sign the contract, review and sign it online. And she said, yeah, you'll do that on there, and then once that's complete, I'll come over and talk to you. Okay? So ding ding, this is the thing. If you knew.
Ma'am, how am I supposed to know this? How am I supposed to know that I'm supposed to fill out this email? Nobody said anything to me. Am I supposed to read your guys' minds? I don't work here. I don't know how this works. You guys have to walk me through it. Ooh, that's frustrating. Ooh, I don't like that. I know I've said the word frustrating so many times today, but that would...
It's hot outside and my temper is short. Well, it's already short anyway, but if you don't want to work in customer service, then don't work in customer service. You just going on somewhere else and let somebody else who's got some customer service training deal with customers who can appreciate having some courtesy and some professionalism. Now, I'm in Walmart. There's a lady and her husband. They're over there at that self-checkout little counter, and it's having a problem. You know, it's always having a problem, right? And they're...
Now, I do shop at Walmart occasionally. I don't know what kind of customer service you're expecting from Walmart. You know, actually, Walmart used to not be that bad. I'll take it back. I remember when I was a kid, going to Walmart was kind of fun and people were nicer. But if you're at Walmart, customer service is just guaranteed to be awful. You just walk in knowing that you're going to be treated like trash and go on.
Looking at the girl who's standing here, who's supposed to be here to assist you when the machine has a problem. Oh, she got her phone out in her hand. She's so deep into the phone, her head don't even swivel in no direction. So the man, you can see he's irritated and he's looking at her. He's not saying anything. He's waiting on her to see him. I said, "Excuse me," and then pointed to the gentleman over there. And she didn't say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. How can I help you?" She just went over there and stood there. The man said, "Well, my wife is having an issue, blah, blah." And then she punched her two little buttons and then she go on back. Let me tell you something. Y'all ain't got no kind of manners, no kind of courtesy, no professionalism, nothing. Why are you standing in the middle of the floor?
What are we paying you for? What is your boss paying you for? Who raised you? I'm going to say that again. Who raised you? Yikes.
At work with your phone all up in your hand and you ain't even acknowledging the customers. I can't do this. I'm already hot. Somebody comment.
Ooh, I like her. She's spicy.
So no, I ain't the first person, nor am I going to be the last person to address this, but man, customer service in 2025 sucks. You ever walked into a line, like literally just walked into the line, and then the cashier won't even look at you, don't say nothing to you, the whole transaction, price come up, don't announce the price, don't say nothing to you, then as soon as you grab the bag, you walk out the door, give you the driest by you'd never had. Look, man, I don't know what happened to these people or what they got going on in their lives, but man, you got a job where you dealing with people, man, at least, at the minimum, man, just say hi.
So true. Whenever you walk into a store and nobody acknowledges you, you're just going to have an awkward, unpleasant experience right off the get-go. It's rough. Super rough. All right, guys, that is all the time that I have for today. Comment down below a time where you had a really, really great customer service experience or a time when you had a really, really bad one. I want to hear it. Spill the tea. Let's talk about it. Thanks again. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.